Hi, this is Todd with arenacreative.com, stock imagery. Today we're doing a quick tutorial on how to vectorize any kind of silhouette you have. Say if you bought a photo, but you really wish it could be in vector format. That way you would be able to take it and upsize it, scale it without losing any kind of quality. So here we've got an image of 3 palm trees, lovely palm trees, nice little palm trees. We're going to take these, and first of all, what we're going to do is we need to try to separate the silhouette from the background completely. Now, let me just fix the window a little bit here. We're going to first of all go into Image, Adjustments. We're going to go to Levels, or you can just hit Control L. Now when you go into Levels, you're basically going to try to tweak this in a way where you get your sky area or whatever background you're working on. You basically just have to know how to make a selection. If it's a more difficult image, you might have to look at how to make a selection in a different tutorial first before you do this. In this case, we're working with trees over a sky, so if you're doing palm trees, this should be a piece of cake for you. We're going to take the levels over here. We're going to grab the right tick bar, whatever the technical term is for it, and we're going to drag it over. You can see the before and after, and that's looking pretty good. We're going to hit OK. Now we're going to zoom in. Now, as you can see, we've totally removed basically the whole background of the palm tree. All the leaves are starting to pop out. I'm not really sure color does totally matter. It probably doesn't, but just to be safe, we can go into hue, saturation, and we can bring the saturation down completely, turn it into a black and white. Just makes it a little bit easier. So you've got a high contrast palm tree now. Let me zoom out a bit. We're going to take this now and just kind of erase everything else. We're going to keep the rest of this part because we want to be able to have the most freedom with the vector after we make it. And we're just using the Polygon or Lasso tool, and I'm just making a little quick selection. And I'm going to go to Edit, Copy. Now we're going to go into Illustrator. Now once you're in Illustrator, you're going to open up any document. It really doesn't matter what size it is. And you go Edit, Paste. There you go. You have your image. Actually, in this image, what I would have done before I did this is I would have fixed this this sun flare. The sun must have been right about there, right behind this trunk. So that's why we got that hazy effect. And I remember this was in Puerto Rico. It was pretty hazy and foggy at that moment I shot this. All right, so now we've got it in Illustrator. What you do is you click on the image. Obviously, you have it selected. And we're going to go up here. We're going to go to Object, and then we're going to go into Live Trace, and we're going to go to Tracing Options. Now, once you go in Tracing Options, you've got a whole bunch of different options. The mode is set here, black and white, 128 different colors. You don't want that. That's going to probably take too long. We want to let's just try it under Simple Trace and click the preview. It does its little thing. Now you're going to see what you're going to get here. Now that looks okay. It's a little chunky. We might be able to do a little bit better. So let's just try some of the different sections. Different presets. Let's try grayscale. As you can tell, it's going a little bit longer. That's probably, it's a little more in depth, but it's also got a lot more paths that it's creating. So just for sample purposes, let's just click Trace and let's just see how that looks. So it's done its thing. We're going to zoom in, and now we're going to click on Live Paint. Once you click Live Paint, it's basically giving you all the paths that the Live Trace just made. So there you go. As you can see, you've got all your paths, tons of paths. You zoom in, you can see them even further. But because we use grayscale, now you're getting some color separations. You're not just getting a silhouette, a vector silhouette in just black and white. You're getting some extra colors in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back a few steps. I'm going to hit Control Z on my keyboard a few times. Just going to go back to the original. And let's try that again. We're going to click on it, and we're going to go to Object, Live Paint, or I'm sorry, Live Trace, tracing options. You could also just get to it right from here, right on the toolbar. You can click over in this area, click the little down arrow, and go to tracing options. And this time, let's try a different setting. Let's see what we got. Inked drawing, one color logo. Let's try that one. Let's see what that one looks like. This is kind of like a one color logo, and that's pretty good. You can play around with the path fitting, the minimum area, corner angle, but every time you make a change, if you have the preview checked, it's going to take forever. So if you're going to make some changes, uncheck it, then screw around with the numbers, then click it again, and you'll get your render. And I think that's good the way it is. I'm just going to hit trace, and I'm going to click live paint, and there you have it. You've got your, I'm going to zoom out, you've got your palm tree silhouette, and there it is. Now I can take this, I can add it into my designs, I can do whatever the heck I need to. I could add it to a logo. I don't have to worry about pixelation because I've got a vectorized silhouette. So if you like that tip, check out my blog. That's at blog.arenacreative.com. You can browse the tutorial section, and there's a lot more videos. If you have any ideas, or if you'd like to learn any other kind of techniques, just drop me a message. Thanks for watching.